Yes, I understand. All of us, we are looking for possible ways we can migrate abroad and study for free. Now, there are certain universities I want to talk about, all right, that will give you free opportunities to study. That is to say, you are going to be studying for free. How are you going to be studying for free? There are a lot of opportunities available in terms of fellowships, in terms of grants, all right. So now you are the one to go through these programs in this particular university and decide, or maybe check them one after the other and know which one is going to be favorable for you with respect to your past qualifications. If you want to know more, you have to keep watching because there are a lot of things I want to review. Now, also understand that I do not have any affiliations to this school. That is why I decided to share the information, because I know it is strictly for educational purpose. The first university I want to talk about is the University of Illinois, Springfield. Alright, this school is found in Illinois, United States. There is no GRE involved. We all understand that the graduate records examination is one of the requirements when you are applying to some graduate programs in the US, but this school is not going to take any of that. As a matter of fact, if you check their website, you will realize that it has been waived for almost all the programs. All right, now I want to talk about the second thing, which is the English proficiency, which is the English proficiency I mean here is the IELTS or the TOEFL exam. Yes, studying abroad may be somehow a little difficult or daunting because of the process involved. Now, US universities, it is not easy, or let me say most US universities, for you to enroll or apply and enroll in, it's not going to be easy, all right? So before you start an application, you should be informed. Also from the video or maybe the thumbnail, I will be explaining why you should apply using your HND. I will also tell you the GPA requirements, all right, and the test scores required or not required and the funding opportunities in this university. Now, starting with the issue of HND. Those students, or if you are a subscriber on this YouTube channel, you should understand, or a newcomer, you should know that you can study here with just your HND certificate. What do I mean by this, or how do you intend to go about this? HND is called Higher National Diploma, and it is not regarded in the US system of education as. After giving you all of these things, I will tell you some universities you can apply to. Alright, there is a school that is very good in MBA, Masters in Business Administration, and there is another school that has rolling application. So I will talk about this when I finish with the video. Now, moving further, HND students, if you are an HND student and you want to study in this university, I will give you the name very soon. You should take your HND degree, all right? Try to add more things you have done in the past, or if you have had research experience, add it into your motivation letter and on your academic CV. All right, if you are to evaluate your transcript, it is also going to help you a lot. So I would recommend, if you ask my opinion, I will tell you that evaluating your transcript is going to put you in a better position, because this university has another advantage which comes in terms of the Cgpa unit. Now, they accept Cgpas below 2.5, all right? Sometimes they will write on the website that is 2.5 they are admitting, but I want to tell you that even if you have 2.5 and below and your other academic credentials are good, you are good to go, all right? Then the funding and scholarship opportunities. If you are to apply to this university, understand that as soon as you are admitted into a graduate program, you are going to have possibilities of getting the funding. It is not like a possibility, but however, when you get into the program, your application is going, or let me say your admissions letter is going to come with funding packages. That is to say, you either get a research assistantship or you will get a teaching assistantship. Now, this comes in terms of graduate research or graduate teaching assistantship in case you find any of this on your admissions letter and the amount stipulated on it has to be written, all right? Or let me say the amount that you have been granted or given has to be on the admissions letter. Also understand that you may not get full funding, all right? That is the funding package I was talking about. You may not get full funding, and in case you don't have full funding, you have to equally show a bank statement or proof of funds to the embassy that you are able to cater for your housing and of course your feeding or any other thing, because sometimes the partial funding is only going to cover your tuition fee. Irrespective of whatsoever it is covering, know that you are still going to show proof of funds at the level of the embassy. Remember, I talked about the graduate records examination already, and I would be talking about the English test, which I already mentioned before. English test in this particular university is waived, especially for international students that come from English speaking countries or who have studied in English, alright, in the past couple of years. Now, for example, Cameroonians, if you go to the website, you will see that it is specifically put there and explain that if you come from Cameroon, you should be from the southwest region or the northwest region for your English proficiency to be waived. But I also want to tell you that there are a lot of schools waiving application fee in the United States. There are a lot of schools waiving English tests in the United States. So all you need to do is to go through the website very well to understand what is happening. Now, another advantage in this university is the personal statement, which is not required. Most of the programs, except the business-related program, will not ask you to write a personal statement. What is a personal statement? It is a statement which shows your interests and your goals and future ambitions in this particular university you are applying to. So most universities will usually tell you to write a personal statement or motivation letter to support your admissions, and they will even went ahead or go ahead to guide you on what you are supposed to put in the personal statement. Now, coming back to the funding issues, if you are applying to the University of Illinois Springfield, know that you are going to be funded. All right, I already talked about this. Most of your funding opportunities or the packages will come in form of graduate teaching or research assistantship. Now, the name of the school is University Illinois Springfield. All right, the Illinois University in Springfield. Make sure you attach the Springfield so that you get the right thing you are looking for. Now, that is the advantage of studying in this university. All right, no test score required, and a 2.5 or below Cgpa is accepted. No application fee required. All you need to do is, in case you find a program or you are talking to the graduate coordinator, send an email to them telling them that you are not able to pay the application fee because the currency in your home country is dwindling. All right, in this case, you may explain yourself further by giving examples, and the application fee would be waived for you. Now, I also want to talk about another university that is going to be giving free application week to all international students. This university is called University of Alabama Tusculama. Alright, this free application week at the University of Alabama is going to take place between the 17th and 21st of this particular month you are watching this video from. Understand? Now, other universities I want to mention on this channel include Ohio State University, which is very good in Masters in Business Administration, called MBA. If you want to study an MBA program in the United States, you should consider looking at Ohio State University, because this is a university which is very popular, though not that popular in terms of popularity, but popular in terms of the number of researchers and academic weight it carries. Alright, so that is what you should. There is a video I dropped about where I talked about Michigan Technical University. That university is actually a very good school you can enroll in. The good news about this school in particular is that they do not accept certain requirements. That is to say, your GRE or your GMAT or your TOEFL is being waived. Since the coming of COVID-19, a lot of schools have waived all of these tests. Then another thing you should understand is that they have a rolling application. A rolling application means that you can apply at any time of the year, alright, in case you decide to move to the United States or if you meet the requirements. Also, there are so many things like the funding opportunities or packages that you are going to get as soon as you get admissions in this university to enroll in a master's or PhD program. Alright, now when it comes to Michigan Technical University, understand that Cgpa doesn't really matter. They will tell you on their website that we need 2.7 below or above, but at the end of the day you will realize that people still get in with 2.6 and below. This is the reason most people applying to grad school don't pay attention to details, and at the end of the day they don't submit the right motivation letter, which is the key to success to your grad school application. So I would say that always invest time, a lot of time, in your motivation letter. Now, I want to talk about another university that has a rolling application, and I think I have filmed a video about this. It is called Niagara University. Alright, so if you want to apply to any of these schools, know that this is what you are going to do. HND candidates, like I already said at the beginning, legalize your documents and take your transcript for verification through WES. Alright, as soon as you verify your transcript, know that you are going to be writing other things. Alright, and I want to say, for those of you who are looking for massive programs in big campus in the United States, to check the University of California at Irvine. Now, if you are looking for agricultural schools or schools related to agricultural economics, to academics, alright, or to economics, you should go for Purdue University, because Purdue University is one of those schools in the US that will equally accept you with very low GPA, but you must prove to them that you are equally up to standard in order to study the program. Alright, so these are a list of some few schools I wanted to mention. And again, understand that when you are looking at universities in the United States to apply for grad school, you should be looking at popular ranking. Alright, look at the US system of ranking to know which program or you are going to take, or which university you are going to check. As I speak to you, admissions is already open, so you should gather all your documents together. Now, the University of Alabama at Tascoma, alright, that university is actually going to be free on the 17th to the 21st. Alright, so you can check that out and apply as fast as possible. Now, when applying to schools, always pay attention to the fact that you are not the first applying to the school. So almost everything you'll be talking about, a lot of people have talked about it in different ways. Now, other very important universities I will mention here, I will talk about them because I think they are very good. If you use your HND, it will be easier for you to enter into such institutions. All right. So I would say the first one is Florida State University. Yes, this is a state university. Remember, I've always said that if you are applying for graduate schools, you should always target these universities with state, Arizona State, California State, Florida State, Ohio State. Alright, these are the type of schools you should target. Another school I want to talk about, if you have an HND, you should be looking at, is the University of Kansas. Yes, a lot of people don't know this. The University of Kansas is also equally going to give you an maybe consideration if you have an HND. Another one is the University of Kentucky. All right, so you should look into this. Then you can equally look into the University of North Texas. All right, this is another very good school in Texas. Then another one is Marquette University. All the links will be in the video description box, guys, so you can check them from there and maybe go and start your application. All right, remember, contacting a supervisor is going to put you in a better position, but in case you write and nobody responds, then you are good to go. All right, apply and put in your research qualifications, what you want to do and what you are interested in, and let's see, the selection committee may consider you. Then also take a look at the University of Massachusetts. All right, in Amherst, the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. These are some of the schools you can check if you have an HND. Now let me talk about those who have geography, geology, environmental science, water science, geophysics experience or certificates. There are some schools I will give you now, so you should look at them. All right, then the first one is going to be the University of Alabama, and again the second one is going to be Georgia Tech. All right, Georgia Tech is Georgia Institute of Technology. I hope you understand. These are some schools. If you have a degree in geology, geoscience, and all the rest, you can check them. Then equally check Dartmouth University, then Cornell University, and Oregon State University. All right, there are a lot of them, but I just want to drop these few here so you can quickly go through them. I think Western Illinois and East Tennessee State University is another one. And of course, you also have Illinois State University. These are the schools you should consider. I will be bringing more videos about more MBA universities and accounting universities as well. So stay tuned and stay connected until we meet again in another one. Peace.